Hey, man, what's up? Talked to Danny on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're finally catching up with you. Hey, I'm Mike.
How you doing, man? I'm
Nice to
John.
meet
Nice to meet you.
When I was 13 years old, I salvaged a 60 Chevy Impala. Ever since then, I just keep dragging stuff home.
This is a 59.
Yeah, we found this in an old boneyard. My mind never stops. We found this in a backyard, just the body and the bed. We're actually gonna put it together and go have some fun at the drag strip. You build one, you sell it, you go on to the next project. I love building customs. This one's gonna be all OD green. We're gonna throw some stars on it and make a World War II staff car out of it.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah. This is like a laboratory of creative ideas. I mean, he's working on old cars with new ideas and still loving the history.
I got my foot in the door in Hollywood now, so recently started renting stuff to the movies. So
Really?
It's so cool that he has the insight to do that and the ambition to do that. He's a young guy, and he's not wasting his time.
What was your favorite movie you worked on?
Captain America, the first Avenger. This truck right here was actually used in the film.
Oh, man, look at that.
That's cool.
That's the old Hydra logo, the German science elite.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's not like Mark's business is in Hollywood or Burbank. He's in the middle of nowhere.
People love comic books and stuff, and
Yeah.
this is the real deal from the
That's
movie.
awesome. This is a perfect example of how impactful your business can be online if you know how to market it correctly. Is that sign a local sign?
Oh yeah, that's actually from the town up the street. That's the old Shafter Motel. Growing up on a small farm in rural Kern County, you know, all the small towns around here are kind of historic to me. They tore that old hotel down when I was a freshman in high school, and that was sitting at the city yard in the weeds. And they moved locations and called me, and heck yeah, I took it in a heartbeat.
This is what it takes, younger people that connect with history in their own way. Mark is doing that through old advertising signs, cars. He's keeping local history alive and pushing those stories forward. Where'd you get the Kelly Tire sign?
That came from Preston Tire Service out of Shafter also, so.
Really?
A lot of small town histories. I love that kind of stuff.
No way. Kelly Tires is one of the oldest tire companies in America. They've been around for like 130 years and eventually got swallowed up by Goodyear. So that came how far down the road here?
Oh, just up the road a few minutes, and that old tire shop started way back in the 50s. Matter of fact, I found a receipt in their office from 1957 with my great-grandpa's signature on it.
Really?
Yep.
This is a porcelain sign way before the 1950s. Well, how much is that?
Yeah, how much is that?
Yeah, I'd probably do about 1,800 on that.
Huh.
I'll give you 2,000 bucks.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I would do that.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, dude.
That would help
Good for
out.
you.
That would help out the
All right,
family
man.
farm. One of the reasons why I called you guys is family farming out here, especially the small guys. It's just not the same anymore. Small family farms are going out of business. It's time to sell a few things off and keep the bills paid. Cheap labor in other countries, we can't compete.
Growing up in Iowa, I can empathize with Mark. There are a lot of factors that affect a small family farm, but he's taking his passions and using them to help out.
I hope you guys got your walking shoes on, because there's acres and acres of stuff to look at.
Look at this, man.
Holy mackerel, man. Woo.
Dude, what's
It
going
like goes
on?
out to the horizon.
This branch was bare 15 years ago.
All right, you got some problems, man.
Yeah.
None of this was here?
None of this was here.
Oh,
It was
You
a-
created this?
It was an empty ranch.
Can't even see the end of it. This is like old Western, man. Like we're going into town.
Dude.
Wow.
There's a lot of military vehicles to the right and all the classic car parts to the left.
This is a pretty massive collection. I mean, I can't believe this guy did this in 15 years or so.
This is the military
Military
items.
stuff is cool.
Yeah, everything got surplused after the wars, and guess where it ended up? Ranches and farms.
Sure.
So this stuff is
It's
all
still working trucks.
right. A lot of this stuff is just out and about, and a lot of times I get stuff given to me for free.
This is a nice ride right here, what's left of it.
What's left of it? Yeah.
This is a 59.
59 Impala.
Damn. Have you had people approach you about this one?
Yeah, and I just I've hung on to it. Yeah.
Have you? Anybody else would have maybe scrapped this. It's
well,
great
that's
you're
just
saving
it.
it.
Is a lot of these have been saved right before they ended up at the scrapper. I'll intercept scrap guys and try to buy this stuff before it gets crushed. I mean, it's all history. It all needs to be saved. Even if it's rough, I still think there's parts that are worth saving. You know, somebody out there is looking for a particular part.
Mark has a huge heart, and we're walking through proof of that. Can't believe this place was empty 14 years ago. It's blowing my mind.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Definitely.
You know, I think you're an old romantic, dude. And I understand what he's saying because I've pulled the rustiest piece of nothing almost out of a creek bed or something just because it had the head tube lug. Something so far gone that most people would step over it, you know, if you've got that big heart and you love history and you're like, I know exactly what that is, even though it can't look the way it looked when it was new, I still gotta bring it home. What was this, for like a circus or something?
Yeah, this was an old giraffe trailer for a circus. I guess they used it in quite a few movies.
There's no roof on it. Was it really for giraffes? Dude, this thing's killer, man. I love this.
The giraffe cart just gives an example of the diversity of Mark's collection. It's got no roof on it, so the giraffe stick his head up there. Right, giraffes.
You don't know how tall the giraffe's gonna be. A giraffe trailer. When's the last time you saw one of those? Does it have a value? I don't know.
I mean, they're still giraffes. They gotta haul them somehow, right?
Everybody likes the circus, right?
Yeah, everybody loves the circus.
Yeah. This is American circus history.
Whoa. Okay. Watch it. Yeah. Yeah.
My grandmother always said I was an old soul, and I must have come back from a previous life.
Dude.
Good
Nice
day.
meeting you.
Love your passion for local history.
It's all about the history.
Hell yeah,
Really
buddy.
good stuff.
You got it. It's all about that story.
You guys,
I tell you what, you're writing a pretty big one yourself.
Yeah, you are.
The great thing about today is that the whole experience was brought to us by a younger guy that loves history just as much as we do. Come to Nashville, I'll buy you beer.
You got it. Hey, you guys drive safe.
Thanks. Mark is a hands-on, hard-working, big dreamer. I wanted to buy a lot more, but it was really cool to see him love things so much that he didn't want to sell it.
Hasta luego.
See you later.
See you later.
I can respect that. It's like a day-to-day treasure hunt. I'm out there looking for rusty gold. I'm looking for the unusual and impossible.
It's back roads, it's dumpster diving, it's flea markets, it's people's homes.